How do we hear? How do we see? What makes up the air we breathe? How does a plane fly over the sea? How do the planets float so weightlessly?
Let's go! Let's go!
It's technology.
Let's go! Let's grow!
Science, you and me.
Let's go! Let's go!
We're learning every day.
Let's go! Let's grow!
Engine leads the way.
Hey, my name is Gigi, and I'm the head gardener on today's episode of Engine, the show that digs deep into science and plants seeds of curiosity in your minds. Oh. Well, how do you like my little paradise? I love fruits and vegetables so much that I decided to grow them myself. Look at this guava tree. In no time, it will be bearing delicious, green, juicy guava fruits.
Gigi, this is a papaya tree. Can we go again? Okay. Take two. Thank you. Crossing frame. And action.
Hey, kids! Look at this papaya tree. In no time at all, it will be bearing delicious, juicy green, juicy red, fruity fruits. Oh no, those are tomatoes.
Cut. Let's go again. From tops. From the beginning, okay? All right. Take three. Crossing frame. And action.
Hey, engineers! Never fear because you are head gardeners here. Today, we're going to pour soil on your brains and bury science deep under the ground. Oh, dear, that's not right, is it? Look, let me be honest. I love plants, I love fruits, I love vegetables, but I don't have the first idea on what makes them grow. Can you help me, kids? What makes plants grow?
I don't know. Can you teach me? Plants need minerals. Plants need a lot of care. You need a garden and some tools like a rake, a shovel, a watering can, or just buckets. Plants need rain. Plants need sun and water. Plants need dirt, earth to grow in. Plants need soil that has the right ingredients to keep them healthy.
You little geniuses! Soil! That's our topic for today. And we are sending our brave engineers into the green fields of Uganda to find out more about what soil is made of and how it makes plants grow. Did I say green fields? It looks like they're having a mud bath.
Look, I made a steering wheel.
Wow!
Girls, why are you playing with soil?
Engine brought us here to learn about soil, but we don't know what to do with it.
Do you know that what you're doing can actually cause soil erosion?
What is soil erosion?
Soil erosion is when the topsoil is washed away by agents of erosion like wind, rain, and human activities like construction. You see the people building?
Yes.
They clear the area there. That can also result in soil erosion. Overgrazing the field leaves the land bare. It can also result in soil erosion. When farmers harvest their crops and they leave the land bare, the rain and the wind and other activities can wash away the topsoil. leaving the land infertile.
What is the meaning of topsoil?
Topsoil is the uppermost part of our land that contains the nutrients that enable our crops to grow well. So if they are washed away by agents of erosion, like the human activities, it will leave the land infertile and you will not have food to eat.
Oh no, Amber, this is bad. How can we help to maintain our soil fertility?
We can adopt practices that can enable us to maintain our soil fertility.
Wow! Who knew so much work goes into making of our soil and that we need to protect it? So, the topsoil is the part on top where we plant our seeds in. And it contains loads of nutrients, which are all the good things that helps the plants to grow. However, heavy rains and human activities can expose the topsoil and cause soil erosion, which means that the plants can't grow easily in such bare soil. And that would mean no food for us to eat. So we need to learn more about soil conservation. All things we can do to protect the soil from erosion.
Us worms know all about that good old soil conservation.
And where on earth did you come from?
On Earth? Ha! That's a good one. But more accurately, you should have said, where in topsoil did you come from, Waggly Worm?
We were just talking about topsoil. Is that where you live?
Sister, I don't just live in the topsoil, I makes it what it is. Without me, your soil wouldn't be able to let in the goodness and gases it needs to make its nutrients.
Waggly Worm, I have a feeling that we humans owe you so much for all the good soil work. But first, we need to check on the engineers before you start waggling. Soil expert Irene is about to show us more ways in which we can prevent soil erosion and harvest more crops.
Let's go! Let's grow!
Girls, please be careful not to step on the compost pit.
Well, of course, we can see the hole there. We'll fall in.
You're actually standing on the compost pit.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
But what's a compost pit?
A compost pit is where we make compost. Compost are organic materials that are decomposed over time by microorganisms to give us what we use to improve our soil fertility.
Okay, and how do you make this?
Well, it's actually an easy process. So to make compost, we use different organic materials such as dried leaves, green leaves, stems, and maize stalks. So you put them on different layers. These provide the carbon on which the microorganisms feed on. And then we'll need the green materials. The green materials are fresh leaves, fresh stems. These ones provide the nitrogen, which provide the heat that aids in the decomposition process. So when you're layering them in the compost pit, you start by the brown stalks, like the maize stalk and dried leaves. These ones, we put them on the base. They allow oxygen to come in so that the microorganisms can breathe and do their work. So after putting the layer of the green materials, we then put cow dung or any animal dropping, because they provide the materials that are essential to make the compost very good. So after putting that, we shall put some thin layer of soil got from a garden. These ones have the microorganisms. And then we'll put the ash, sprinkle some ash. Ash is a catalyst. It will speed up the decomposition process. And every time you're completing a layer, you sprinkle some water to moisten the materials so that the decomposition can happen faster. So you'll fill up the compost pit, and when you've filled it up, you'll put a long stick right in the middle of your compost pit. The long stick acts as your thermometer. It helps to measure if decomposition is going on in your pit or not. After a month or two, you'll find that your compost is ready for use.
What are the benefits of using compost?
There are actually very many benefits of using compost. One is that it improves your soil fertility. So when the compost is ready, you can get it and you spread it in your field. So you're able to get good harvest from a small field if you're using compost. So it improves soil fertility, and then also it improves on the soil structure. So when it improves on the soil structure, it allows for aeration to take place, so the microorganisms are able to breathe and continue to improve on your soil. And then also it reduces on soil erosion. You see the soil that you were playing with the other side, when you leave the soil bare like that, the rains come and wash away the topsoil. But you can use that, mix it with compost, and you spread it in your field. So when you do that, it improves on the drainage, so there will be reduction in soil erosion. And also the materials that we use to make the compost are waste materials. So when you burn them, you release bad gases into the air, and in that way you'll cause pollution, which results also in, because of these gases are greenhouse gases, they will result in global warming, hence the climate change that we are facing. Or when you leave them, they end up in the landfill, you're increasing the garbage burden for the community. So you'll find that there are diseases because of the microorganisms that are there. So rather we use those materials to make something beneficial, which will improve on our soils, hence soil conservation.
That's a good idea, but it's a long process. I don't think any farmer uses compost.
No, we actually have very many farmers that are using it because they know the benefits. Come, let me show you some of the farmers using it.
Okay. Mr. Phil, why do you use compost manure?
We use compost manure to regenerate our soils when they have depreciated. And after using the soil for so many times, the soil depreciates, and then we prepare our compost manure using raw materials available. And when they have matured, we bring them in our gardens and put them in our soils, so that when we plant their plants, they become very well, like you can see here. These ones are very good, and they also improve on good harvest. Like, see, you can, these plants, these egg plants are very fertile.
You can be a gardener too. Together, we're gonna learn how to remove seeds from fruits and how to plant them. We'll also learn how to make natural fertilizer out of banana peels. Are you ready?
Today I'm going to teach you how to extract seeds from papaya. Do you like papaya?
Yeah.
So you can extract seeds from papaya and use those seeds to plant and get another papaya plant. Nice, good job. Good job. This is how papaya hang within its plant. This is the bottom part and this is the upper part. The bottom part contains more female seeds than the upper part. That's why we are extracting seeds from the bottom part of the papaya.
We put them in the water.
Yeah, put them now. Can you see some of the seeds are floating? So these are bad seeds which cannot germinate. So you have to take them out and just you have to use these seeds which are down there.
More are floating.
We have to remove all the membranes by just squeezing the seeds. Is it fun?
Yeah. Can you eat them?
No, don't eat them. You have to plant it. So you can plant these seeds and get your papaya fruits.
So girls, let me show you another way of how we can improve our soil fertility.
Wow, look at all those cabbages. They are so beautiful.
So girls, what Mr. Byemukama does is what we call crop rotation.
What's the meaning of crop rotation?
Crop rotation is the growing of different crops or different varieties of crops on the same piece of land from season to season.
What this means is that they grow different crops on the same piece of land at different times. So you can grow maize crop, then when you harvest it, you can grow beans or groundnuts or peas. So what these crops do, the beans, the groundnuts and peas, they improve the fertility of the soil by fixing nitrogen into the soil. So in the next season after harvesting the beans, you can grow another crop like maize again, or you can grow sweet potatoes or any other vegetable. So you're able to improve the fertility of the soil, so you're able to get a bumper harvest from a small piece of land.
Oh, wow. So compost and crop rotation help to conserve our soil. Are there any more methods?
Yes, there are other methods that we use to conserve the soil. For instance, as you can see, Mr. Byemukama has planted trees around his garden. These trees act as windbreaks. They reduce the speed of wind, which in other words would cause soil erosion, blowing away the topsoil, which is fertile for the crops.
My great uncle has a sloppy land, and the soil always gets washed away by rain. How can he conserve his soil?
Let me show you how you can conserve soil on a sloppy land. So girls, what you can see are called terraces. Terraces are trenches that are dug across the slope to prevent running water from washing away the top fertile soil.
So Amber, now we can go to your great uncle and tell him to dig terraces and grow cassava.
Yeah. Another long process.
No, wait, I know where we can go.
Let's go. Let's grow.
Hello.
Hello. You're welcome. David Chiria is my name, the Chief Technologist in the Soil Plant Analytical Laboratory.
That's exactly what we need. We brought some samples from Amber's great uncle's farm and we want to test it.
All right. So, on this soil sample from your uncle's farm, we have to do a number of tests, and that is soil pH, available phosphorus, exchangeable potassium, and total nitrogen. Are you the ones that sampled your uncle's farm?
Yes.
Then we need to double check that. I think I have to come to the farm and take the sample in the right way.
Oh no, after all these tests, we don't have results?
Yes, we don't have results, and we can't advise your uncle which crops to grow because the soil samples were not taken in the right way.
What a deep down dirty disaster. All that work for nothing? What kind of scientists are we if we cannot even collect a proper sample for laboratory testing? Well, Waggly Worm, this is the last time I pretend to be a scientist.
Listen, sister, you just stay on track and never look back. Mistakes are all part of science. That's how we learn. We try something out, and if it don't come right, we change it a little bit and try again. Why do you think scientists call their tests experiments? Because they are trying things out, first one way, then the other. That's how all the best scientists make discoveries.
And how would you know? You're just a little worm.
You think a worm ain't worth much, huh? Well, I put it to you that you humans couldn't live without us.
Huh? How?
Us little wagglers add air and drainage into plain old earth, turning it into nutritious soil. Without us, farmers wouldn't have the kind of topsoil they need to grow plants. And no plants means no food to eat and no oxygen in the atmosphere. So no worms equals no life on this darn planet. You still think I ain't worth much, huh?
Worms live in the ground right under your feet, and you might not even notice we're there. But without us waggling round, you'd have nothing to eat and no oxygen to breathe in the air. We work 9 to 5 to help you stay alive, adding nutrients and drainage to the soil. Can it be our destiny as worms to strive without appreciation for our toil? So stand by your worm and show us some love, and we'll turn that earth over all the while. And every now and then, as you're farming up above, glance down below and give us worms a smile.
There are different methods of doing soil sampling from the farm.
But what is that tool you're holding in your hand?
This tool is called a soil auger. It's the one you use to take samples from the farm. So this is how you do it. You place your auger into the ground, rotate clockwise as you exert pressure, okay?
Yes.
Pansy, Amber, I'm here.
What is your brother doing here?
I don't know. I heard some engineers needed help, and I came, because I'm Joshua. Move, ladies. This is a man's job. I need help. Come on, just let us.
So this soil is going to give us good results.
Yes.
But can you please show us how some of these crops look like when they lack some of these nutrients?
So whenever you find the leaves of the maize plant becoming purple, like at the edges, like these leaves are appearing, then you know that the soil is lacking phosphorus.
Oh, wow, we have learned so much about soil, and we're going to go and teach other engineers of how to conserve their soil so they may grow good food and grow healthy and wealthy.
Yeah.
Okay guys, do you know what is this?
Banana peel.
Do you like banana?
Yes.
Do you know you can make a liquid fertilizer by using these peels?
I didn't know that.
In order to make a banana liquid fertilizer, you need to have banana peels, a container, and also we need some water in order to make the peels to decompose and release the nutrients.
Put all the banana
So first,
peels.
put the banana peels in the container and fill these containers. So we are going to keep these for 2 days, and then after 2 days, our fertilizer will be ready to be used for spraying in our vegetables. Are you excited to see the results? Can you see our fertilizer?
Yes.
So this is the one we made it 2 days ago, and you can see how it looked like. Can you see how water has changed the color?
Yes.
So it shows how these peels have started to decompose and release nutrients within the water. So now you can fetch some fertilizer and apply it in your plants. You have done a very great job.
Wow, look at that healthy spinach plant. Good job, young gardeners. Now your turn, kids.
Well, Waggly Worm, you were right. Taking another sample wasn't so hard. And we learned even more about what makes a good soil sample.
Being a good scientist is all about trying, failing, and trying again. If at first you don't succeed, well, you just gotta keep waggling.
And it's our job as scientists to teach our friends and communities about the importance of soil conservation and how it protects life on Earth.
Life on Earth depends on life under the Earth. Everything is connected. Anyway, Sister Gigi, I got to go. But I got me a whole lot of soil to be turning over.
Bye, Worm. I will never forget you and all the hard work that you do.
Bye.
Bye, kids. We all have got a lot of work to do, haven't we? There's a whole planet to save out there. Bye.
Worms live in the ground right under your feet, and you might not even notice we're there. But without us waggling round, you'd have nothing to eat and no oxygen to breathe in the air. So stand by your worm and show us some love, and we'll turn that earth over all the while. And every now and then, as you're farming up above, glance down below and give us worms a smile.